happy Wednesday. I finally got the meal plan done. I've got it uploaded into the files section of the group, so make sure to check it out. And I wanted to go through a few details on the meal plan and kind of the philosophy behind it, so that I can set you guys up for success. We'll talk more later this week about how to grocery shop, how to set goals, things like that. But this is all about your nutrition. So in the meal plan, you're going to see that I think there's 5 different tabs: plan A, B, C, D, and E. So whatever plan you fall into, you're going to follow that meal plan. At the bottom of the meal plan is a shopping list. It's color coded based on the same color coding that is in this book. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But so that should make it really easy for you to organize. The other thing about the meal plan is I understand that not everybody likes the exact same things that I do. So if you want to swap out a protein for protein, you can do that. If you want to swap out a yellow for a yellow, go ahead. Feel free. It's as customizable as you want to make it. I've also done I basically did 3 days and I repeated those 3 days. So you can get a feel for how you feel on each day. I've loaded different amounts of carbs and proteins in the morning versus at night. So if you have a day where you feel full, satisfied, full of energy one day, and then the next day you're like starving all day long and you feel like you can't get enough food, maybe don't copy that day that you don't feel great again, but copy the first day where you felt full and satisfied all day long. Look at where your food is distributed throughout the day. That makes a big difference for some people, and it just kind of depends on the body, when you do your workout, how busy you are, what your schedule looks like, how your body responds to each thing. So it's a little bit of playing around with things and seeing what you respond to best. You'll also notice that there's only 6 days of meal plan for the week, and that is because, sorry, my daughter's sneezing, that is because there's a free day each week. Now, the free day isn't for you to go buck wild every single meal, but it is a great opportunity to have one totally cheat meal. So if you want to go out to eat, if you want to get pizza in, if you want to have a drink with friends, something like that, that's the day to do it, on that cheat day. Other than that, you should try really hard to stick to the meal plan as best you can. That being said, so the cheat meal, the rest of the day, what should that look like? I would say choose your favorite meals throughout the week and follow that as closely as you can. But you don't need to count your colors that day. You don't need to worry too much about what is going in your body. That is considered like a refeed day for your muscles. So your body needs the extra dirty food. It needs extra carbs, extra calories. It will benefit from those. So don't freak out about going a little bit over. If you're like me and you need the structure and you can't not have the structure and stay on target. Like for me, if I have one crazy meal, I'm probably going to go off the rails all weekend. So it's hard for me to plan a free day. I would say stick to the plan, choose your favorite day and follow that, and then add a couple extra yellows or a couple extra purples to the day. If you need closer guidance than that, then just hit me up. Let me know that you have that kind of personality, and I'm happy to help you and kind of tell you what I do to stay on track, because I can't just say today you get the day off. That just does not work for my mentality, but that is what the general goal is. So I want to also go through this with you a little bit. This is your nutrition guide. If you ordered a challenge pack or a completion pack, then you got this along in the mail. If you just ordered the digital access, then this is on your Beachbody On Demand account. You don't have a paper copy, but it's got all the same information in it. So the first thing I want to talk about is how you figure out what meal plan you should be on. You are going to take your current weight, not the weight you want to be at, not the, not anything like you used to be or whatever, but your current weight as of today, and you're going to find where that corresponds in this guide. So if you're 150 pounds, you're going to be in plan A, because plan A is for 168 pounds or less. Your goal each day is going to be to eat between 1,200 and 1,499 calories. Again, You don't have to count calories. The way the meal plan is set up, as long as you follow your colors, you're good to go. But that's just a general idea of where about you're going to be falling. If your goal is to lose weight, then you follow that plan. If your goal is to gain weight or add muscle bulk, then you're going to jump up 2 plans from where your weight is. So if I'm 150 pounds, but I want to add muscle and I'm not worried about leaning out and losing weight, then I'm going to jump up from plan A to plan C. Also, if you are trying to add muscle, I highly recommend adding creatine to your daily, supplements. If you're just drinking Shakeology, add it to your Shakeology. But if you're trying to really increase muscle bulk, creatine is a great formula for that. It just helps the muscles absorb water and get nice and full, so you can get a really good pump during your workouts. And it also helps keep those muscle fibers big so that you don't break down your muscle throughout the week. If you want to talk more about supplements, I've taken them all. I love them all. I am happy to guide you as to which ones I think are best, and kind of go with you that way. But anyway, so each plan is macro focused. I know there's a lot of different things out there, keto and paleo and this and that and the other thing. This is a macro focused plan. So macros is to me the most meaningful because it's taking all of the food groups and putting them into groups that your body needs to build muscle, have energy, sustain energy, rebuild muscle, all of that. So you are on a plan of approximately 30% protein, 40% carbs, and 30% fat, which is nice and well-rounded. It can be tweaked a little bit if we need to, but that is where I like to be, and that is where most people do very, very well, either with weight loss or with muscle gain. So I'd highly recommend trying to stick to the containers as much as possible, because that's what those containers kind of indicate, is the same macros. If you want to know more about that, if you're a geek about it like me, I'm happy to chat with you. I've spent all of this year learning all about macros, all about nutrition plans. It's kind of my jam right now. So just know that that's kind of what you're following, and that's why it's so important to pay attention to not only what color you're eating, but how much of a color you're eating. And what I mean by that is, if you go through this book, sorry, let me find the right pages. Okay, onto the food list, you'll see like green means veggies. So whenever there's a green symbol next to where you should eat, that means that you should be eating a vegetable. And it tells you how much of each vegetable counts as 1 serving. So if I'm doing spinach, it's 1 cup. If I'm doing like sweet peppers, it's 1 cup. For the most part, everything should be in here. If you're, stuck on something, if for some reason it's not in the book, just message me. But all of your basic measurements are in here for that, and you'll get a really good feel as you start meal prepping, like how much of a vegetable equals a green, how much of a meat equals a red. I've also tried to put that in the meal plan as much as possible so that you don't have to like keep thumbing through the book the whole time. So if you stick to my meal plan, that should be extra easy for you. Let's see, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Okay, good. So I want you to check out the meal plan, find the plan that's right for you. If you have questions about that, let me know. If you've done 21 Day Fix or something like that, this is a little different. So make sure that you're not like calculating anything. You're going based on your current weight. And the plans are a little bit different as well. So it's totally new, totally different, but it's based on macros. It's super important to stick with it when you're doing a lifting type of program. And your shopping list is going to be at the bottom. It's specific for whatever plan you're at. So if you're in plan A, your shopping list is going to be different than if you're in plan E. So just be cognizant of that when you're printing it out or checking it out or whatever. And we will talk more about grocery shopping later this week. All right, guys, I'm done talking. I hope you all have a chance to check it out today and hit me up with your questions. I won't be offended. If you don't like something and you want to change something out or you you have concerns or questions or anything like that, please, that is what I'm here for. That is what I can help you with. So just let me know, and everybody have an awesome Wednesday, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.